Arsenal 2, Tottenham 2, and we only have ourselves to blame. To be quite honest with you, opening 30 minutes, it was complete and utter domination. The game should have been over. One real key point for me is the Gabriel Jesus miss. At 1-0, takes the ball off Maddison. Simple task to score the goal, and he blazes it over the bar. The game goes 2-0. We get a third. It's comfortable. It's easy. It's so simple. And then we did this thing that we always do at Arsenal. We have a little 10-minute spell where we decide to let the opposition back in the game. We have a little 10-minute spell where we fall asleep and we end up doing something stupid. And that's exactly what we did. We fell asleep and we let Spurs back into the game. And you look at the first goal and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what on earth was that we have just conceded? Yeah, they're going to make it 1-1. And you think, all right, come out for the second half, we'll be a better side. We'll be all right. And then we come out for the second half, and the first thing is a double substitution. And Vieira and Declan Rice come off, and I was thinking to myself, mate, there's no way Declan Rice is tactical. It can't be, and it looks like it is an injury. So that's why he's had to come off. But what then happens is that we get a moment in the game where we win a penalty. And it was a clear penalty. I don't know how anyone's trying to say it isn't. His arm's up here. He stopped the ball from going into the net. It's a penalty. End of discussion. VAR got it correct. Bukayo Saka steps up. He scores. And you think, right, here we go. New lease of life. The second half and everything else. We will be fine. Do you know what I mean? We'll be all right now. 30 seconds. 30 seconds, I think it was. Something like that. 30 seconds it must have been. Jorginho. I'm so annoyed even thinking about it now. Jorginho just literally just pisses around with the ball. Loses the ball. And Spurs break 2v1. And Heung-min Son scores 2-2. You haven't even got over the euphoria of celebrating the goal to put you 2-1 up. And this happens. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, how? How has this all just happened and developed in the space of about 30 seconds? They always say that you're at your most dangerous when you have just scored a goal. But we were in possession of the ball. It wasn't like, you know, Tottenham forced our turnover. It wasn't like they forced him to make a mistake. He just simply got caught in two minds and didn't know what he was doing and got caught on the ball. And it was like, wow. Just wow. Just wow. It's just staggering, to be honest with you. And then for the next 30 minutes or so of whatever it is, and even the 10 minutes of injury time, was probably one of the worst I've ever seen us play. We was dreadful. We were flat. We looked tired. We looked void of ideas. And I was genuinely worrying that we could probably end up losing the game because we were that poor. Not that Tottenham went and took over or did anything. It's just you kind of get that sense that that may happen. I don't understand Mikel Arteta substituting Gabriel Jesus. The fact that Eddie Nketiah played longer than 45 minutes, let alone 90 plus 100 minutes, is criminal. How Eddie Nketiah played more than 45 minutes, I will never know. If I was a reporter at the Emirates and I was somebody that got the chance to ask Mikel Arteta the questions, I would say, why did Eddie Nketiah continue to play? He was awful in the first half. He had the touch of a trampoline. He was dreadful. Why is he still on that pitch? Why did you take Gabriel Jesus off and not Eddie Nketiah? You can sit there and, argue that injuries have hurt us a bit. Martinelli, Trossard, obviously Rice, Partey, etc. It's no excuses because we go 2-1 ahead and we should be able to go and control the game from there. And Jorginho did nothing. So frustrated. So annoyed. So frustrated. So annoyed. Really. Drawing to them feels like a defeat because they're not a good side. They're really not a good side. That game should have been over by half-time. They're a crap side. And a lot of people, especially their fans, are going to celebrate that like they've just won the World Cup. They're a poor side. And they were there for the taking in the opening 30 minutes. So it is what it is. We move. Yeah, so frustrated. Feel so down. I genuinely feel like a defeat.